Hey girl. Goedemorgen. Vandaag is het te doen. Inderdaad. So good day, girls and gals. It's been so long since I've been talking to you. Well, actually not that long, only yesterday, but I'll come back to that. It's been 5 months since my bike has been running properly. 5 months. It feels so good to be riding again, especially with this kind of weather. It's absolutely fantastic. So let me tell you what happened. Around January, the bike started leaking fuel from the carburetors. So I brought it to my mechanic, you know, I think simple problem, he's gonna fix it. But he diagnosed the problem to be the fuel needle valve seat, yeah. That was supposed to be leaking, and since that's part of the carburetor housing, I'm sorry I didn't let that woman pass, I didn't see it. So since it was the carburetor housing, it was difficult to replace it. You had to replace the entire carb, so we went looking for new carbs. First set of carbs, still leaking. After that, we decided to go look for some other carbs. So we found one. They're pretty hard to find as well. But we found one and put it on there. You guessed it, it's still leaking. It was still leaking. So my mechanic suggested we did try to buy some revision sets for it, despite of the location of the problem. So that's what we did, and in the meanwhile we replaced the fuel tap, that thingy. And we coated the inside of the tank as well, because there was some rust floating in it, and if that gets stuck in your carburetor then it gets clogged as well, so might as well fix that problem immediately. So we did all that, put it back together, still leaking. At this point I'm becoming really tired of the problem. I think it was going to be something that was going to be fixed in 1 or 2 weeks, but it turns out it became a bit more of a problem. So I got the feeling of selling it, but yeah, you've got the impracticality that you can't really sell a bike that isn't running properly or leaking or such. You're not going to get a lot of money for that. So the best option was, again, to go look for another carburetor. So eventually, with the help of the Dutch Motor Forum, I found one on German eBay, which turned out to be the lucky one. And mind you, we're talking about April, March, yeah, that kind of time. I've been without the bike for 3-4 months now, at that time. But finally, after weeks of checking every moto vlog and every Bandit 1200 video there's to be found on the internet, I get the relieving call that the bike seems to be done. It seems to be running good, not leaking. I can come pick it up. I go pick up the bike. The sun is shining, about like today. And I'm ecstatic. And I drive onto the freeway. And I accelerate to 200 kilometers an hour, which is like 120 miles. And I'm thinking, why won't this thing go any faster now? It should go about 250 or something. 260 on the speedo, but 200 was all I could do. So I pull back on the throttle a little bit, close it a little bit, and it's like I was putting the brake on. It was decelerating that fastly. I'm thinking that's not right. That's not right. I'm thinking back at the time when my ZZR 250 got locked up on a highway because of a lack of oil. Where am I going, by the way? I'm not supposed to. Oop, too high a gear. So I'm almost at the off-ramp at this point, and I bring the bike to a stop. I park it on a bicycle lane. Thank you, Netherlands. And the whole thing is smoking hot and just plain smoking from every nook and cranny here. And by this time I'd seen that there was about 1/6 the amount of oil in my bike as the amount that should be. So that was kind of a huge fuck up by my mechanic. So yeah, after waiting for 4 months, he forgets to put oil in it. So I wrecked the thing. It sounded like it had marbles in it. So I was very, very disappointed. Can't say that I was angry, because, you know, he didn't do it on purpose. So luckily he had a bandit motor lying around. A spare one. Yeah, we couldn't get the carbs off of it because it was a later model. We tried that, so... Anyway, that engine didn't fit. I had to wait for another week for another engine to come around. I had to wait another week for broken off bolts to be replaced and shipped by mail and whatnot. So 2 days ago, 2 days ago, I got to pick up my bike again, and Lord be praised, everything seems fine. It's got a new engine, which has done only 26,000 kilometers instead of 86, 87. So in that perspective, it's kind of a progress as well. You also got a new battery. All the lightings are replaced. All my lights are working again. It's also very nice.